Hi, everyone. David Bastel here, host of the Real Estate Edition podcast. We're back today with the 5th episode from our Live at Reality bonus series recorded in Niagara Falls at our Reality conference back in February. Today's feature speakers are Charlene Silva and Jennifer Aunger-Ritchie of YPN. We discuss the Young Professionals Network, what it is, some of the benefits of joining, and how to get involved. I also want to let you know that YPN is launching their brand new Master Series. The virtual series features industry experts discussing issues impacting real estate, from new innovative ways to approach buying and selling to tips and tricks that will help you better your business. If you missed the first session featuring Mark McLean, you can catch it on the YPN Facebook group page. Our next live webinar and panel discussion, Insights from Second Gen Realtors, takes place on Wednesday, August the 5th at 1 p.m. You don't want to miss this exciting panel, so be sure to join the OREA YPN Facebook group by searching OREA YPN to get your link.
You're listening to a special episode of The Real Estate Edition with host Dave Bastel and OREA President Sean Morrison.
Joined by Jen and Charlene. Can you tell us about the Young Professionals Network, what it's all about, how you came about it, and everything about that?
So I've been here since the very beginning. I was fortunate enough to be asked in the first year of the YPN when Barb Sukow was actually the president of OREA to be the vice chair along with Amy Ferris. And we saw it as an opportunity. It was growing really well with the National Association of Realtors. So the YPN as a brand is there to help motivate and influence young professionals or new to the industry professionals how to get not only involved with their association, but also learn and grow and network with those members that are part of organized real estate.
Yeah, definitely. I think the YPN has given a great opportunity for people to have a voice in this industry for a long time. And I know even when I got into this industry 8 years ago, I really felt like there wasn't a lot of people that looked like me in the industry just yet. We're starting to see that skew. Obviously, there's a lot more under 30, under 40 people entering the business. But for a lot of people, real estate is a second or third career. Right. So getting on the YPN and having the opportunity to be part of this group that gives a voice to our generation and also gives us an ability to say, like, you know, yes, things have worked this way for a really long time, but look at all these other ways that you can do things in this industry. And I don't feel like without the YPN, we wouldn't necessarily have that opportunity.
Absolutely. And then on the flip side, it's been a great opportunity to connect those people that have been in the industry for a long time, seasoned realtors, we like to coin them as.
You don't call us OPNers?
No, no. That's what you guys call yourself. That's not you, Sean. You're in the YPN. But yeah, so it's a nice way, because obviously there's that cross benefit of those that have been in the industry for a long time can learn from people that might be new to the industry, obviously on the tech front or some fresh ideas, but also then vice versa. We can learn where we've come from and how we became the association that we are, and basically standing on the shoulders of giants, or whatever the saying goes.
For sure.
Now, ladies, I'd love to know what prompted you both to get involved. I mean, I know I got involved in YPN when you were the YPN chair, Jen, and now I'm affectionately an OPNer. But what prompted both of you to get involved with it in the first place?
So for me, I got to a point in my career where I was just kind of wanting more out of this business and wanting to give back more. So I found the opportunity to get involved. And, as a young person, a lot of the committees you kind of shy away from. And you kind of like, what can I add to this, or what can I add to that? And the YPN seemed to be the right fit for me at the time. And I really didn't know what to expect. But it was really eye-opening to join organized real estate and see how things work and just understand it from a completely different perspective. And our jobs become very mundane. It's like a little bit of a groundhog thing. Like, obviously I love my career and I love my job, but it can get old, and you're constantly looking for something new, and this gives you that opportunity. So that's kind of what led me down this road, and I can't even begin to talk about all the doors that being involved in organized real estate has opened for me. It's just incredible. It really is.
Yeah. So for me, I come from a long line of volunteers, obviously not just my mother, who's very involved in organized real estate, but just giving back is kind of in my DNA. But I guess I didn't know any other way to be a realtor than to be a part of organized real estate. And I did see this as an opportunity where, I could start to understand what organized real estate did for our profession, and to try and be a voice and to network with people that were the same era of sales that I was, new to the industry, but very passionate about the industry that we were becoming involved in. So I was able to kind of grow my own network with people that were kind of similar to me and learn from them as well, because what might work in their market might be great for mine. So that's kind of what prompted where I wanted to learn more while also giving back to what was becoming my newfound industry.
For sure.
So what I'm hearing from both of you is kind of an easy way to kind of toe into organized real estate with people that were like-minded and like-aged to get into it. And that's, for both of you, actually progress further into more volunteering within organized real estate.
Absolutely. My joke constantly is, that the YPN can distract you with one hand while organized real estate smacks you with the other, because it really is. You don't go into it with an intention at all of becoming the next leader, as lots of people like to talk about YPN being. It's more so that you want to be that grassroots person that's involved in the organization, and then without fail, you kind of blend into many more other committees or learning experiences that can come from organized real estate.
Totally, yeah.
With more and more new realtors, entering the business, entering the field, and listening to this podcast, what can they benefit from YPN?
Go ahead.
So I'll start, yeah. So I think that YPN, like we kind of said already, it gives you a great opportunity to network with fellow individuals in the industry that are like-minded, that are starting out. Some of them, the YPN isn't just for people under 40, it's people that are new. And so you find yourself in a position where you get to share ideas and grow within the industry. I've always done a lot of networking in my business. From day one, I've seen the importance of that. But the type of networking you do on a YPN is somewhat different. Like, you're not going to a conference and networking like on the other side of the screen. You're like kind of behind the scenes, and there's a bond that grows from that that's just very different.
Absolutely.
I don't even know how to put that into words, really.
Yeah.
But it's been great, and I think I encourage all new agents, or just any agents in general, that want to get more involved. I think it's incredible, the doors that it can open, and just the thought process you go through. Like, I never used to be really into politics or any of those things, and now I'm so interested in all those things, and it's because of the exposure I have to organized real estate.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously from a business standpoint, we're realtors, we are salespeople. If anybody listening to this is trying to grow their business, there is obviously that added benefit of a referral network that you're going to be able to pass clients on to like realtors that are like you, that will look after their clients, that are engaged and are educated and are constantly up to date on their business. So you're passing them off to a wonderful person on the other end, not just a name that was given to you. But you gain a network of people that it's not just for my clients, it is for my business. It sounds completely idealistic and ridiculous when I say it's for my life. Like, I can turn to these people. It is a bond like no other.
Sure.
That you can. It's like going to camp and you make these friends, kind of. But it is somebody that I can turn to and say, "Ooh, I'm finding this work-life balance a little bit difficult. What are you doing as another, young mom in the business or whatnot?" So it really is something more than just what's happening within your little part of the world. It kind of is the whole industry as a whole.
And there's so many people that pay thousands of dollars to be part of these like mastermind groups and stuff like that, and we kind of are a mastermind group.
For sure.
And and in such an amazing way, and especially because a lot of what we're doing is trying to further the business and help those younger people in the business grow their business, because we are the future of real estate after all.
Sure.
It's kind of amazing, like just the things that I've been able to take from the YPN and then apply into my business that you wouldn't have really thought would have had that translation, and it's really helped my business as a whole.
Yep.
So you've probably piqued the interest of some of our people here to say, that sounds like something I want to get involved in. So how do people get involved? Is there someone that they should reach out to?
Well, obviously you can reach out to either of us. I don't know if that's linked or available or highlighted in some way, but more than happy to do that. But obviously going on to OREA.com, onto the Young Professionals Network page, there's lots of contact details there. If they are more so looking to, wow, this sounds like something great, I'd like to bring it into my own local board, we are here as a resource to help them, support them to grow that within their own smaller market. So definitely finding us on Facebook at OREA YPN. It's a great way to connect via that as well. And then if they happen to be at any conferences like this in the future, to just look out for those of us that kind of are speaking the YPN language and to come and chat.
For sure, and it is important to note that a lot of the local boards already do have YPNs. You know, we would like to see that grow among the boards that don't.
Yes.
But, you know, OREA is not the only option if you're trying to look for that. Some people prefer to go the local board route first, and that's perfectly fine. So we would say reach out to your local board, see if they have a YPN, see if they can start a YPN. Maybe you can be involved in that. And if you want to join OREA YPN, then obviously talk to any of us. And like Jen said, there's lots of information on the website.
Yeah, and it is lots of people where maybe their board is so small or so vast that to grow a YPN is difficult for their geographical area. Lots of people have turned to starting it within their Chamber of Commerce or anything like that. So we have the resources, the connections that can be made if it is of interest to somebody that's listening.
No, that's a good point.
Jen, Charlene, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Before I go, I just want to remind you that if you enjoyed this episode and want to get involved, be sure to search OREA YPN on Facebook and request to join the group. I'm David Bastel. On behalf of Sean Morrison and myself, thank you for listening.
Visit OREA.com/podcast for more information, links, and a full list of our episodes to date. New episodes are out the second Tuesday of every month.